What is up, everyone? How are you all doing today? Guided by Jesus here, bringing you a brand new Fortnite video. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my mindset and some of the decisions that I make in order to be so successful in Fortnite and win these solo matches. A lot of you guys have been asking for tips, and so I feel like this is going to be a really good way of, helping you guys improve and consequently win more games as well. So when you're landing, guys, you want to be one of the lowest, which means that you will land first, pretty much get an advantage at picking up a weapon, and being able to, get to a gun first is very important, because then you can potentially come across people that still haven't looted and kill them. For example, I got the gun pretty fast right there, allowing me to kill that opponent. Now, I knew that landing a headshot was extremely crucial because I only had a pump, and I knew that, the pump has a pretty long delay, and so I wanted to make sure that I landed a solid shot. And here I go for a headshot once again, which pays off, guys. It doesn't really give your opponent a chance to deal damage to you. If you land that one shot with the pump, you kill them instantly. And even if you don't kill them instantly, you deal a lot more damage. Like, for example, right there, I hit him with a peek shot, landing for 97. If I had landed that shot to the body, it would have probably dealt only about 40. Keeping in mind that the headshots with the shotgun deal a 2.5 damage multiplier. So being able to land that 97 right there was huge, because I only needed to hit him once more with the tactical submachine gun. So I landed a revolver shot to this guy, which most likely dealt about 40 damage or so. I wasn't so close, so I don't doubt that there was damage drop off. And then I was able to finish him off with the pump right here. Notice one thing that I do is I always like to be undercover, guys, or behind a wall or something like that. And then you can always just peek and shoot, and it allows you, you can go ahead and hide again right after you peeked and you shot, to allow for example, your pump to go ahead and recharge so that you can shoot again. It has that little delay of it. So pay close attention to your surroundings, the audio. I was able to hear and know that there was a guy on that side of the map right there, due to paying attention to my audio. Headsets help a lot with that, guys. I use the Astros, and now I know that there's a guy behind that outpost right there. I do want to go ahead and loot that guy that I just killed, so I do so very carefully while still looking back and wondering whether or not this guy is gonna want to push me. I do come over here, get the loot from this guy, use the shields. I'm gonna pick up my med kit here once again, and then I'm gonna go back out there to hunt this guy down. And I noticed that he's actually right there, just standing still. Easy kill for me with the bolt sniper, guys. Being able to land snipes can also be game changing, so I definitely do recommend you trying to improve with the sniper. Sometimes even if you land a body shot and you don't kill your opponent, having landed that body shot now makes the guy 105 HP weaker, and so you only really need to land 3 body shots with an AR, or 1 body shot and 1 headshot in order to finish them off. It gives you a really high advantage in gameplay. Right here, this guy is just pretty much hiding in here. I could go for peek shots here by going down here and shooting him with the pump, hiding once again, but I just decided to do this trap kill for style. I noticed that this guy wasn't the best of player, so that's why I did that. After that, guys, I was running around for almost 4 minutes looking for my next prey, and it took me forever to come across this guy. So I tried to land that body shot with the sniper, unfortunately missed by very little. I wasn't able to land too many AR shots. I decided to reload my weapons here before I push him, and now since he built, I'm gonna ramp. And I'm gonna try to get high ground on this guy. The ramp is the best way to push because it protects you guys, also allowing you to move forward. So I was able to get the high ground there on him. He was absolutely clueless, and now I have the loots of war, guys. And so later on, I'm over here minding my business, and I hear steps behind me. So I turn around, quickly build. That's the one thing you want to do, whether you're getting shot at or not. Build, guys. It prevents you from getting shot at. Sometimes, you know, even 1 HP could mean life or death. So, you know, wouldn't you be glad if instead of dying you survived with 1 HP? Now, how much better is it to not even get shot in the first place? So make sure you build. Every time you see there's a threat, build. You know, try to go ahead and analyze the situation. After you've done so, then you can expose yourself, you know, but never underestimate your opponent. Always build first. I have height advantage here. I don't want to drop down and give up that high advantage, but then I do notice that this guy is down here and that he's just going all over the place without much objectiveness, so I decided to just go ahead and push him, landing like 6 shots with the shotgun before I finally do kill him. I definitely felt like I should have killed him earlier there, since a lot of those shots were really close. It was less than a 1-by-1 range, but nonetheless the damage output from shotguns can be very random. I do recommend you using shields before heals, especially, for example, since the shield would give me 50 HP of shield in 5 seconds, whereas this medkit would take me 10 seconds, and in this case I only needed 9 HP from the medkit. So that's why I chose to use the shield first, because you never know when you could get pushed by another opponent, guys. And so say an opponent would have pushed me there, I would have been able to finish the shield much faster than the medkit, and the reward from finishing the shield was a lot bigger than from the medkit. Now I'm gonna build war here with this guy. He tried to ramp me. I was able to successfully block him and get high ground. And when you're close to an opponent and they're just trying to build and you have a tactical shotgun, you want to get in their face, guys. Don't allow them to build that wall. If eventually they do build the wall, shoot it down with your tactical shotgun. The lack of delay on that thing allows you to just spray, destroy the wall, and then still be able to get in there and have enough bullets on the chamber to go ahead and finish off your opponent. I was able to take out this other guy that was at high ground above me as well, and so now I'm just looting here and making sure that I use my shields, that I, you know, juggernaut up, and make sure that I'm as strong as possible for the end game. I decide to pick up the med kits because heals are very important, guys. I have a blue shotgun, a blue tactical shotgun. If I only had a gray or green, maybe I would have kept a pump, but the fact that I have a blue tactical shotgun, which is very good for all situations pretty much, I decide to go ahead and drop the pump for med kits. I feel like I could probably need that a lot more than, you know, being deadly with a pump, guys. So here we go. I also didn't feel so comfortable with only 3 minis. You know, maybe if I had a lot more minis or a chug jug or something like that, maybe I would have felt more comfortable having a pump. I definitely always prefer, like, if possible, having a pump and then a tactical shotgun, because there's just no doubt that the pump packs a much better, you know, punch than the tactical shotgun. But nonetheless, the tactical shotgun on its own, especially being a blue, is relatively good as well. So here, like I said, I saw this guy. First thing I did was build, and then you could use a ramp to go ahead and get high advantage on your opponent. But using that first wall allows you to, you know, just pretty much block any threats. Regardless of whether that guy is the best player in the world, he can no longer just shoot you because you have a wall in front of you. It's gonna block his shots. And then you building a ramp gives you height advantage while still allowing you to push your opponent. So that's what I did. I managed to, you know, do that faster than he did, which is very important as well, guys. You definitely do want to practice these ramp pushes. Now, ramp wall gives me double the, you know, the HP on my build and my push, so he couldn't very easily destroy my ramp because I placed a wall in front of my ramp. That's something I really do recommend as well. And check this out, I made it seem like I was gonna ramp the other way, but then I changed my direction, throwing him absolutely off. And I knew he was pretty weak, so instead of just continuing building, I just finished that fight right away with another tactical shotgun shot. So I will go ahead and loot this player, get all his materials. I was pretty low on materials. You always want to make sure that you have at least, 300, 400 plus wood, guys. Materials are absolutely crucial. Yes, you can win without builds, but that will mostly only happen if you're going against people that are not that good in the end game. If you're going against people that are very good at the game, chances are you're going to need builds to protect yourself against them, and potentially also, push them and be able to get high ground on them, etc. As I'm pushing for this care package, I notice there's a guy on top of the hill. What do? I quickly build to protect myself. Like I told you guys, always build. Especially in a situation like this where he has height advantage, and so all the advantage is his. Now I try to take some snipe shots at him to try to, take him down. I missed that by very, very little. And knowing that he has all the advantage here and that he does not seem like a very weak player, I need to look for a plan B. I don't want to just go ahead and push this guy head on, knowing that this is the end game. And he could, if he knows what he's doing, he could knock me down, making me die to fall damage. So once again, I try to pop some snipes. One thing I try to do with the sniper a lot, guys, is my first 2 snipes are mostly to test my opponent. I don't waste too much time trying to be 100% perfect with my snipes when it's my first 2 snipes or so. If I see that my opponent is pretty good at the game and they know how to strafe, I go ahead and just pop shots, and I'll explain to you guys the reason for that right now. It's simply because it ends up being luck. You don't know the type of strafe that your opponent has. Some people go left, right, left, right, left, right. Some people go like 2 steps to the left, 1 to the right, then 3 to the left. You never know. Different players have different, rhythms, different patterns. So for my first 2 shots, I normally just shoot. I try to get the height correctly, but whether or not it's to the right or to the left of the opponent, it doesn't really matter. It's all gonna come down to, what are the opponent's patterns. They could switch last second, making you miss that shot. But once I've shot him like twice and I kind of studied his pattern, and now hold up, I know that this guy, strafes left, right, left, right, 2 steps to each side. Now I can account and try to make, try to predict that. And next time, now if I knew he just finished strafing left, I have, he's gonna strafe 2 steps to the right. And so I can predict and I can, aim to his right, knowing that the shot will connect. Now I do find the last opponent here, and he's at high ground than me. I do push the safe zone, which is very important, pushing that a bit earlier. Now I know that my only threat is this opponent. I don't have the threat of the storm anymore. I notice that he's trying to ramp, and he's trying to do so with metal. If I allow him to build up those structures with metal, he's just gonna try to stay up there in high ground and just continue, ramping and building somewhat of a sky base and having a ridiculous advantage over me. So knowing that metal is extremely weak when it first starts building and I have a lot of AR ammo, I go ahead and keep taking that down. He notices that and tries to challenge me, giving me room to go ahead and connect the headshot. I hope these tips helped you guys, and I will try to make a lot more of these to help you guys win more in Fortnite. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. It really does help out the channel. Share your comments down below. I do my very best to read and answer every single one of them. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications to not miss a single upload.